Hi, my name is David. My Korean name is Jung. I'm making this channel to pretty much describe what life is like for a hardworking dad. So, and also like life tips, something that I would give advice to younger guys, uh, young guys who aren't married or young guys who, maybe they just got married, uh, tips on raising children and stuff like that in Korea. And so, one thing I can say about living in Korea is, especially if you want to be a responsible, good father, you got to be prepared to work and work really hard for your family. Now, my job here is teaching English, and I normally start the day by waking up between 6 5:30 to 6 in the morning normally during the weekdays. And my first class starts at around 7:30, sometimes 6:30. So my first class will start between 6:30 to 7:30 in the morning, and it's about an hour long. And then let's say if I have my first class that starts at 7:30, ends at 8:30, then maybe I have another class from like 9, and from 9 a.m. to like 10, or sometimes it'll be 10 a.m. to 11. And then maybe one more class, maybe from like 12 to 1 or something like that. So during the weekdays, just before 12 o'clock or by the end of 12:30 or something like that, I'll teach 2 to 3 classes. But normally like private lessons or at a community center or group class or something. Then I get to the academy at 2 p.m. and I will finish between 8:30 to 9:30 or 9:20 p.m. And after that, I normally have phone lessons, which I'll finish around between 10 to 10:30, and that's when I exercise. And sometimes if somebody or a group skips a class, misses a class from 11 a.m. or or a 12 p.m. class or something, then I might go to the gym and exercise. But I exercise at night. Or if my phone classes end early and at night, I stop by my house to spend some time with my kids, my 2 sons, my wife, and then I will go exercise at night. Come home, it'll be like around 12 a.m. and I'll go to sleep maybe around 1 to 2 a.m. and then I wake up around 5:30 to 6 a.m. And I spend more time with my wife sometimes in the afternoon because I'll have like maybe 30 minutes, around 30 minutes to an hour to spend some time with my wife before I go teach at the academy. And that's been my life around for about like over 10 years because I've been married for 12 years now, almost 12 years. Right now, this is February. Maybe it's like 25th. I have, or 24th, 25th or something. But in April, it'll be 12 years. And that's how I've been living, working like that. Plus, I teach some classes on Saturday. But really, the weekends is just family time. And I do that just so I could make enough money to provide for my family so they can live a comfortable life. But I work that much. And so, if you're a dad living in Korea, or you're about to be a dad living in Korea and you want to be able to provide for your family, where like you send your sons to or daughters or sons and daughters, whatever, or child to, the basic math academy, English academy, and then maybe one more other academy like for sports or something, or swimming academy, or taekwondo academy, or jiu-jitsu academy, or something like that. And you want your wife to, you know, live pretty comfortable as well, pay the mortgage, buy a home, all of that. Yeah, you got to work like that, or at least for me. Now, yeah, you have guys who work for corporations like a conglomerate company. They don't work as much, but they get paid more. However, um, some of them, unless they're like really high up there, because of the taxes, maybe they're not getting paid all that much more than me. But I'm working a lot more hours. But then, because I work as a freelancer, and even at the academy, I'm signing 1 year contracts. So it's like a freelancer. My taxes, I pay a lot less taxes. And all these lessons that I do in the morning is through a recruiter. So it's freelance work. So I pay less taxes. So in terms of what I actually take home to what even these conglomerate employees work, unless they're executives, it's not all that much more than me. Probably in lots of cases, if it's like the first like 10 years, probably maybe even less than me, really. But yeah, I mean, that's what life is like in terms of how much you work or how hard you work. And that's not even like business owners. Some business owners work even harder. Just try to keep the business operating, but sometimes they're not making any money, especially now when the economy's tough. So that's kind of like work life as for a teacher who's trying to really provide and do what he can for his family financially. And so yeah, that's the first part of this video. Alright, everyone. God bless.